Hello and welcome to this baritone ukulele tutorial for Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. If you know all the chords, you're feeling really confident in all the techniques that I show, then you can go ahead and use the timestamps in the description of this video. I also have it broken up into chapters, and there's probably a graphic in front of my face right now showing you when things happen. So please do use that if you find that you already know some of the things. So this is a song that I've known a really long time. It might be my first Louis Armstrong song that I've learned. And yeah, I say it Louis Armstrong because, fun story, my grandpa flew his airplane when he was a touring musician and told him to call him Louis. So that's what he went by, I guess. This song has a triplet feel, which just means that the beats are going to be divided into groups of 3. That sounds more complicated than it is, so what I'd like you to think is just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then all those groupings of 3, those are the big beats. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. For that reason, I'm using this fingerstyle pattern for most of the song. I'm going to be going thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index, thumb. So what it sounds like is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then each iteration of a chord is going to start on the bass note. So if you're not used to fingerstyle in that way, you have 2 options. You can practice with me right now and we'll go slowly and then speed it up, or you can just skip ahead and just do whatever you like. Here we are, we're going to practice this, and I'm going to go nice and slow at first. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Ways that you can also break it down further if you need to. You can think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you can add 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's lots of different ways. Play with what you like. That helps your hands get used to the pattern. We're going to take it a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. 1, 2. Faster, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Strategies for keeping your fingers in the right place: don't move them too much, except for just to pluck the string. Don't move them too far from the string. So pretty much have them live where they're going to play. The other thing that I'm going to do that's a little bit different from other arrangements I've done is I'm going to be strumming in groups of 3 beats. And the easiest way for myself to do this was to just go down 3 times. First, let's just practice that. We're going to think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just first thinking about trying to get all of the beats even. And now we're going to think about accenting some beats. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. So I'm going to put an accent on that second group of 3. Here's what that means. So I'm going to think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's just a faster motion to make a stronger sound. What that's going to do is help us kind of stay grounded in where the beat is. It's just to build a little bit of drama because up until now, we're going to have been just finger picking. So you'll see what I mean. This song is in AABA form. That means that there are really just 2 sections to learn, and there's a tagline at the end, but the tagline is super easy if you're familiar with your chords, so we won't go too far into that. What you may not have seen before is a G chord going to a B minor chord. That's not a very usual combination. It's a 1 to minor 3. But really, they use this as like a passing chord to go to E minor, which is very common in the key of G. Let's just kind of go through the chords. We're going to start with the G chord. And then B minor, you're going to add first finger. Second finger goes 3rd fret of the B string. 3rd finger goes 4th fret of the G string. So you got some steps. And then you're going to go to E minor. It's kind of a jump, and then back to B minor. That's something that I had to practice, so let's do that. Just E minor to B minor. Ready? Go B minor, E minor, B minor, E minor, B minor, E minor, B minor, E minor. Yeah, see, I still need to practice that. The other one that kind of takes a bit of practice is going from B minor to A minor because everything is moving. So let's do that slowly. B minor, ready, go. And then A minor, ready, go. And then back to B minor, ready, go. Back to A minor, ready, go. And now we're gonna go B minor, A minor. Ready, go. B minor, A minor. Ready, again. B minor, A minor. Ready, again. B minor, A minor. Nice. Yeah, this is a really important part of practicing. Just taking those things that require a lot of movement, that's unfamiliar, and isolating them, and really going as slow as you need to go. Like maybe I was going a little bit too fast for you. That just means you can go slower. Like that doesn't really mean anything about you or your musicianship, right? Sometimes it just takes more time. So then we have from A minor, we have a G. We slide that 3rd finger to the 2nd fret and then make a B7 chord and then E minor. And then if you're familiar with playing a lot of songs in G, then these chords will be pretty easy for you. It'll go C, and then A minor, and then D, and then G. So let's add the finger picking to this. We'll go nice and slow. In fact, let me just add a metronome. So this is going to be in 50. It's going to keep me honest and not going too fast for you. So here we go. And 1, 2, ready with the fingers now. G, B minor, E minor, B minor, A minor, and G, B7, E minor, and C for 2 cycles, A minor, D, G. So the app that I was using is called Tonal Energy Tuner, and it's used by a lot of instrumentalists. It has so many functions. I actually use the metronome function more than anything else. So it's just my plug. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just very, very useful to be able to know exactly where you are in time. So now we've done the A section. Great. The B section, the chords are just a little bit different. No new chords, which is nice. So we start with the D chord, and we do it twice, and then the G chord, and then back to the D chord, the G chord. Here's E minor, B minor, E minor, B minor, E minor, B minor, and then A minor, G, D. So that part goes kind of fast. I think that's the fastest switch in the whole song, where it goes B minor and A minor, G, D. So that might be something, if you are not totally comfortable with all those chords, to practice in isolation. Now here's what I kind of do to make it more interesting, because for the first 2 verses I'm doing finger picking and it's nice and tranquil. Why not use the B section, the different section, to start changing things in the strumming? So here's what I do. The first 2 lines, I do it exactly like it was before. So I just go, and then it's G, and then back to D, and then G, and then I use my nails, not too hard, just kind of fast, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, and with the accent, 1, 2, 3, and. 1, 2, 3, and. So that's that third line. I'm starting on E minor, and I go 1, 2, 3, and. 1, 2, 3, and. 1, 2, 3, and. 1, 2, 3, and. If you can, think about putting a tiny crescendo. So a crescendo is where the volume gets louder gradually, right? It's a growth in music. So you're going da 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 da, da 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 da. So make it grow. Let's try that again. For the E minor, and ready with the crescendo. 1, 2, 3, and. 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 And now I'm gonna go 1 and 2 and 3. So that A minor is just 1 and 2 and 3. And what I'm thinking about is just taking out that second little subdivision. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1 and 2 and 1, like that. So let's put those 2 last lines together. Ready? Starting with E minor. Ready, go. That last D major chord is just da 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 da, because you're going to the last A section, and it's gonna feel really good because it'll be stronger but also familiar, because we've had this chord progression, the last A section, we've had this melody before, but now we're coming into it with a whole new strumming pattern. So let's do that whole B section with our metronome, and it's a little slower than I'm gonna take it, just for practice. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, fingerstyle. Here's G, and D, and G. Get ready, here's E minor. And it really, it was a little bit of a challenge for me not to go faster, because that crescendo has a lot of momentum, which is good, but also, you know, we want to be able to control that kind of thing too. Now let's try that A section with that strumming pattern, thinking 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. I'm gonna try and make my metronome so that it is helpful to us. And 1 and 2, last A section, ready, go. So you may have noticed where it goes, and I think to myself in that third line, I'm actually just starting to even out the triplets. I'm not really doing the accents anymore. I think when they're first arriving, it's a point of interest, but then, you don't need to keep holding on to that as that texture kind of fades into the background. Like, it's nice to have, but it doesn't need to be at the forefront. Once it's established, we know we're in triplets. It's, just a thought. And then finally, that tagline, super easy. In fact, I'm just gonna keep it on the metronome. It's just, and 1, 2, 3, ready, go. C, A minor, and then D, G, D, G, last strum. So it's not that long of a song, as you can kind of tell. So what I'm going to do in the play along is I'm going to give myself a little bit of a trumpet solo. Why not? I'll sing the song all the way through. I won't do the tag. And then I will play the trumpet solo. Definitely not as good as Louis Armstrong, but it's just a nice way to honor the song, I think, is to have a little bit of trumpet in there. And then we'll do it one time through again, singing with the tag at the end. Maybe 2 cycles of the G chord just to kind of establish ourselves. So here we go. And 1, 2, ready, go. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, a bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also all the faces of people going by. I see friends What a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, a bright blessed day, a dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces people go by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? There they say, I love you. I hear kids crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning the song and playing it with me today. I do ukulele tutorials sometimes, and I do lots of music stuff, so if you want to hang out more, it would be cool if you subscribe to my channel. Anyway, I will see you, maybe, at some time. If not, stay mindful, stay musical, and stay out of trouble.